Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As usual, we are going to do a review of our last week watch list. We see how it went, and we'll see how the market will unfold for the coming week on those same pairs. So we are going to start with euro dollar. We looked at euro dollar when it was at this area, and I was anticipating this drop to the downside like a counter trend, because this one I was taking it as a correction, a pullback up to this area, then we take the buys. But you can see how the price formed. The price, I did enter on market open. Okay, I did enter. The price pushed the downside nicely, and with this big red candle over here is the one that made me manage my stop loss nicely, because I moved my stop loss up to half of the risk after seeing this break. You can see we broke this low over here. So once we broke it impulsive like this, I did not expect this price to come back again to this level. So I did move my stop loss up to half of the risk, and apparently you can see this candle took me out over here. This big green candle took me out, and after that the price pushed quite aggressive to the upside, and now it's again coming back to the downside as we were anticipating. Okay, so for now, if I'm to look for any trade, I'll wait. If this price gives us a correction to the upside, then I might take this trade to the downside. My focus will be in this level, because this is the value area that was not tapped. So from here, I'll be looking to see if I can get my buy entries again. Okay, but for now, focus on correction that will form in this area. Most dollar pairs, just focus on that correction that will form on that area where it is currently. Okay, other trade that we had was on dollars is franc. This one, the price did come to a value area a bit. It was a bit impulsive, but once the price reached this value area of ours, you can see we had nice rejections in those areas. So I did I did take this one. I did take this one because it was on my level where I wanted it. You can see this was the order block over here, which was a very clean one. Okay, so I did take this trade to the downside, and when the price started to push like this with this big red candle over here, I just managed to secure some few profits. Okay, I did secure some few profits, and you can see the price came back deep and tagged me. I did not expect the price to move past this clean red candle over here. So I was expecting, at least if it's a pullback, it will pull back just to clean this candle, and then we continue the downside. So that was my anticipation, but you can see the price pushed quite a lot, and it took me out, and again came back down to this same level, and then it pushed up again. So currently I'm not looking for any trade on this pair. Okay, because for me, I'm biased to the downside, but the way the price is moving, it's like it wants to push to the upside one more time. Okay, so for now, dollars is franc doesn't look good to me unless we break this trend line. If we manage to break this overall trend line, then I'll be looking for that pullback for me to enter the sales to the downside. So we'll see how the price forms. Other pair that we looked was on dollar Aussie card. Aussie card was also a very lovely one, because we had a big three-touch pattern over here, and after this three-touch pattern, the price pushed up, and then it came back with another corrective pattern over. You can see we had this three-touch pattern also, and it was at our value area where we wanted to take the buy. So once I saw this corrective push to this value area, I did enter after the close of this last red candle, and the price pushed up very, very nicely. Okay, so once the price pushed up, I just moved my stop loss to some few profits. Some positions I moved just to break even. So I managed to secure some few pips from this one, and the price again broke to the downside. So upon breaking the downside like this, if I'm to readjust this pattern, my bias is still to the upside. So looking at this pair, the way it's moving, if I'm to adjust it now, let me just remove this previous analysis. If I'm to adjust it, I'll have this pattern over here. Okay, we have just tapped a key area, so this is the pattern that I'll update it to, and it's still shaping up. It still looks nice actually, and my bias hasn't changed, guys. My bias is towards the upside still. So I can see we are currently at our third touch. So for this one, we'll have again to wait for that double confirmation. If we manage to push to the upside, we wait for that pullback, then that's where we'll look for our buys. So this setup still looks valid for buys. This setup still looks valid for buys, and it's on my watch list for this week also. And I will see how the market shapes up. Okay, we'll see how the market shapes up on this one. Other pair we looked at was Euro Aussie. Okay, Euro Aussie, we had this big pattern of which we are still not yet completed. We haven't completed this pattern. So with this one, there is still no trade. We just have to, let's just wait for this third touch. We just have to be patient with this one. You can see it's dragging towards that key area that we want, that third touch. So this one, if it plays out, is going to be a very nice swing. So let's just be patient with Euro Aussie. Okay. Another pair we looked at was US30. You can see US30, we still have this bigger pattern that we are still focusing on, of which if this bigger pattern gives us this third touch, we are going to have a very nice swing to the upside. Even though last week I managed to catch this trade to the downside. Yeah, so you can see this pair, once this pair broke this high over here, it broke this high, and again I had this expanding type of pattern over here. Okay, this is the pattern that I was looking at. So I was aware that this price, since the bigger pattern also is not yet completed, I knew this price can come back down as much as it has pushed aggressive like this. Okay, so I'm aware of both sides, because since you can see this move was too clean over here, so seeing this price coming back down, it's either it's a pullback for continue to the upside, or the price might just continue dropping same way it happened in this level. It might continue to drop until we reach this third touch, then we look for our swing buys. Okay, so I'm aware of both sides on what can happen. So you can see with this trade, I managed to catch this trade very nicely on 1 hour, because the price came back to my value area over here. Okay, it came back to my value area, and I also have another value area to watch out on this area. So me having these two areas, I decided to take my profits in this value area, because I know this is the area that the price might bounce up again to the upside. Yeah, so as you can see, the price has reacted to that value area. Okay, so currently this was the best trade I had on last week, this one, and I also had a trade on, was it Aussie dollar or USD card? Yeah, I had some trades on those ones, also on yen pair, which were nice. The one we had a very nice setups last week. Okay, so I usually look at many pairs, but for YouTube I just usually scale down to few of them. Okay, if you want to get all my pairs that I usually analyze, you can join my mentorship program. Okay, the link is in description, and you can have a chat. Okay, so with US30, I took the trade up here. I was looking to scale in on this small pattern, but I didn't enter. Because it's not my style on how I look at I add positions on my trades. Okay, so I didn't scale up. I just used the pattern to monitor my trade instead. Yeah, so this one was a very nice trade, and it was a very nice setup. So currently, if we get corrective push to the upside, another drop will be coming. Yeah, another drop will be coming. So you need to focus with the next pattern, the next structure of the market. That will be the one that will give us indication if this price will push either to the upside, or it will continue dropping more. Okay, so watch out on that one. We also had a bonus on Netherlands 25. You can see also with this one, I'm having same setup, because indices, they move the same. You can see with this one, I'm still having this pattern over here. I'm still anticipating for that third touch of that bigger pattern. But you can see also with this one, same as your start, it's only that this one, the price didn't push to this value area that I was waiting, and it dropped the downside. So currently with this one, there is high chance we might get this entry of ours over here. So with this one, I'll be looking to see if we'll get that push up correction. Then I take this trade probably up to this value area of mine that I was anticipating for the sales. So this will be my target. Then from here, we'll see if the market will either continue dropping, or it will continue pushing to the upside. So I'll be looking to see if I can get this entry on Netherlands 25. Okay, so with this one, we didn't get any entry. Okay, so last week we were waiting for this pullback over here. We were waiting for this pullback. Once the price broke this level. So we're waiting for this pullback for us to enter the market, but you can see it didn't come, and right now it is making that deep one. So if this is the pullback, then we'll be holding this one. Okay, so that's it for last week pairs that which we analyzed. Okay, if you didn't watch it, just go back to my last week video. The pairs that I did analyze, they're the same ones. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, cheers guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.